Hello everyone, Steve Slack here. Just dropping a quick demonstration of some of the projects that I'm hoping to get some help on in the forums. This is the Zoo Tycoon one. This button here is I've put in just so I can reset stuff so I can test it. And there's quite a lot of scripts in it already, and as you can see, quite a lot of sprites as well. The thing I'm going to show you now is how far I've got with creating a zoo. So to do that, we're going to go into the presentation mode, and this is obviously the main wall and the ticket auditorium where people come in and get their tickets. I've got as you can see, I've got the area set up as a 9x9 square, and you can move from one to another by using the arrows which are available when you're looking at the game. Okay, so where have I got to? Well, clicking on this here brings up the main menu, and we can go to groundwork and add paths. We do this by clicking. That adds a single path, or if you want to add a larger path, we go to brick path. We use our left and right keys to change the angle of the path, and our up and down keys to change the length of the path. So you can see we can set whatever length or angle we want, and we can then move it once we've chosen that and put it in exactly the position we want, and there's a path. The next thing we do is we go into groundwork again, we create an area. This again is based on angle by moving left or right, and size by moving up or down. Okay, so in this case we're going to create a nice little area here. I'm going to place it there, and that's our cobbled area and our path. The reason I need graphics people is obviously to improve these graphics if we can, while still maintaining the functionality. Okay, so the next thing we've got in our list is the buildings, and here we've got amenities, and we can choose first aid lavatories, toilets even, and services. So if I choose lavatories, as you see, I've got a little outline, and again I can move left and right to change its angle. The green arrows on it point to where it actually will face, and if you click the resize on this one, it'll tell you that you can't resize this building. As you can see, we get a bit of memory lag there as well, which is great. Okay, once you've got it in the angle you want, you just place it on the board where you want it, and there you've got your lavatories. I've also got in this area of the buildings, we've got the sales stands, ice cream stand. Now, as you see, when it turns pink, you can't place it, so that's using the collision detection I've been working on most recently. And again, we can turn this around, but not resize it, and we can place it wherever we want. Not always a good idea to put the ice cream stands next to the toilets, so we'll just move it a bit further away. Next thing we've got on here from buildings is the animal houses. We have a few animal houses, the sort that you find in zoos. So we'll take a bat sanctuary, and again, collision detection stops us putting it in a position where it'll interfere with another building, but we can place it on paths. The player's got to bear some responsibility for where they place their stuff, and there again we'll just put our house there. As you can see, I've done them all top down, so there may be a bit of work to do to actually change this so that it's from a rear view, but at the moment I quite like being able to see the fronts of each one, so I can map where the future characters are going to walk to in there. And next, in buildings, we also have restaurants, and we've got a few restaurants in there already, and again it's exactly the same thing. And we can place these things again wherever we want them. So I could put that there, and then I could quickly put a cobbled area in front of it. Like that, and add another path. So you can see it's quite easy to get the hang of and easy to use. And the good thing is, when you redraw this, when we come back to it, you'll see it redraw itself. It actually superimposes the buildings over the top of the path, so anywhere where you've built an area over a building will then look like the building's placed on top of the path. So that is by design and not just by accident. And What else have we got on here so far? We've got the other menu items on there. Obviously acquisitions is for acquiring animals. Enclosures, I'm about 90% along with enclosures. As you can see, you can choose the various different types of land, and then you can choose the different types of fence. I'm currently working on making that so that when you've chosen your land and your fence, you can actually map that out. I'll show you that a bit more of that in a second. Oh, the shops are there as well. That needs adding as well. We have enclosures I've just mentioned. Finances, again, accountant and pricer. We've not really done anything on that. And then options, save, load, new game settings. Nothing done on that. So you can see there's quite a bit of work to do. We have no animated people yet who can come in and play our game. If we go back up to the screen, I can show you where we've got to on those sort of things. Okay, so the pinks are the collision detection, and these are placed wherever we have buildings or enclosures, so that people can't walk into them and you can't build over them. So as you see, we've got all the buildings in there, and right at the bottom we've got the enclosure shapes as well. I've only actually worked on squares for enclosures so far. I do envision that it's possible to go into rectangles, but there's so much work still to do on my little zoo. It's kind of like that's a plan for the future. As far as enclosures are concerned themselves, as you can see, I've got all the different types of enclosure. I've got the outline that you're going to build with, and then you've got, for each size, you've got grass, desert, temperate climate, and then you've got rails, walls, fences, wire fences and moats, and that goes for each size right up to the 100 pixel size, which is 100 by 100, and again you can see we've got all the same things for all of them. So that's all in hand. As you can see, I just need to do the same thing that I've done with the buildings so that we can set these up. As far as sounds are concerned, I haven't done any sounds yet. I need animal sounds, I need music, something nice and light, and something a little bit heavier for when there's some sort of danger in the zoo, like an escaped animal or something like that. So not a lot music wise, but some nice light tunes, enjoyment tunes, and some sounds of crowds having fun or people being sick for when the things aren't as clean as they should be, etc. We need to do staff for this, which involves animation again for the staff, for the keepers, for the janitors, for the entertainment people, you know, sort of like dressed up in animal clothes, that sort of thing. Animation for the animals themselves. Again, it's pixel animation. When I say pixel animation, it's basically animation where you go into an image and you draw it pixel by pixel. In fact, I'll show you how I did the. Well, this is I was doing a road. So if we go into there, look, you see we need to zoom in this close, and each pixel helps us to define what's happening. It's sort of like a lot of suggestion. So a lot of the work I do in Pixel is to actually do something like this, you see, and then that's supposed to tell us that this is a road, and it's a road where people have to stop one way and drive through another way. So that's basically what pixel animation and pixel drawing is all about. So that's really the zoo as it is at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of work to do, but it's also great fun seeing it grow and seeing it do things. Like the path thing was a major triumph for me. I was working on trying to find a way to make it look good, and I think I succeeded. So any volunteers, step forward. Thanks and bye.